Hey guys, Ronnie here from Greenlight Bites, and I am here this week to do a quick video on showing people how to do a few things. One is use their George Foreman grill, which I'm a fan of, for panini style presses or meals. So I'm not one to have a lot of different devices in the kitchen, and I can't imagine having a panini press and the Foreman. It just seems like they're both really similar. So I kind of use this one as an all-purpose. So I'm going to show you a technique I use to make more panini style sandwiches using this. And I decided to use a recent recipe which I posted, which was my pressed portobello mushroom sandwich, which is basically using 2 portobello caps as bread. So the reason why I'm doing this video this week is that E from Geeks Dream Girls, which I love the domain name, had a hard time making the recipe, and she let me know in the comments. So I thought I would kill a few birds here with one stone and kind of show her the technique while sharing this technique. Alright, so the idea here is to use the sandwich, or to use the mushrooms as the bread. I'm going to do a little bit of olive oil spray on my grill, mostly because it's old and you can see I kind of beat it up a little bit. It is already preheated, so you do want it hot. I'm going to put one, these are much bigger than the first time I made it, it's really funny. Portobello mushrooms vary in size, so hopefully this will work. I put 1/2 down, and then I'm going to top it with some, I have a red onion here, and I already sliced really thin slices. I like thin slices. I'm not the biggest raw onion fan. You might be, so of course feel free to do bigger slices. But I'm gonna lay these on here for some flavor. Because the combination I'm going for is kind of this, I described it on the site as like an earthy portobello with the red onion, some cheese, and some sweet peppers. So when I added the onion, and then to that I'm going to add some cheese. Now I'm using a Baby Bell Bon Bell round, which for me, I love these because they're portioned already. It's 3/4 of an ounce. It's really all the cheese you need. You could use Munster or Monterey Jack, or even like a smoky cheese might be good, like a Gouda. But I am a big fan of these rounds. And what I do is I open up the round and I cut it into 3 kind of slices, which is kind of weird. Wait, I'm having a hard time opening this one. Of course. There we go. Alright, so there's my cheese round, and I'm just going to literally use the knife to do 3 fairly even slices. There's one. Oh, and the Bon Bell is kind of this sweeter, real soft cheese. I really like soft, semi-soft cheeses. Alright, so now I have 3 smaller rounds, and I'm gonna kind of place them around my cap. I don't know if you can see. So around the cap, just like that. You'll notice I'm not really worried about the bottom cooking here. It'll be fine. Actually, I'm gonna end up not flipping it, but twisting it around, and I'll show you why. Now to the top of that, I'm going to do 2 roasted peppers. I do these piquillo peppers, I think that's how you say it. Super tasty. They're packed in water, so it's not oil based, so they're super light. I think 2 peppers has like 20 calories or something. So I'm going to lay that on top. And then I'm going to do a little bit of spices. I'm going to do a little bit of kosher salt. I'm going to do a little bit of fresh ground black pepper. A little bit of garlic powder, and you can use any spices that you like. And I'm just sprinkling it on, no measuring. You could do basil, you could do oregano. I'm doing thyme and garlic because those are 2 of my favorites. And I'm just going to sprinkle a little bit of thyme on. Then I'm going to top with the other mushroom. Now, if you had a panini press, you could just lower the top and it wouldn't squish. This one, however, when I close this door, it's going to want to push the top over because I'm on a hinge. I can't pick it up and place it down. So what I do is kind of offset the ingredients so that when I do that and close this and it does start to press it, I actually have to hold the bottom one and it presses everything forward. And I don't know if you can see in there. Unfortunately, I have a camera situation, so I'm using a new camera, so hopefully this works out. But That way you offset it. Now I'm gonna let this sit for 2 minutes. This is a bigger portobello. I might actually do closer to 3. So I'll come back in 3 minutes and I'll show you what it looks like, and then I'm gonna do a twist around because of course, because this is on a hinge, it's favoring the back. So the back is gonna be cooked before the front. So I will see you in 2 minutes. All right guys, it's been 3 minutes. Like I said, these are a little bit bigger than my first portobellos that I did this recipe with, so I'm gonna give it a little bit more time. So now, again, because I'm on the George Foreman, I'm gonna open this up and take a look. And as you can see, it stayed together pretty well. The shifting thing, you have to hold that bottom or it's just not gonna work. So what I'm gonna do now is actually, let me get a flipper. That might have been smart. Of course, I can't find a flipper except for this gigantic Christmas. All right, so I'm gonna just twist this around so the front is now in the back and the back is now in the front, giving the back or the front ample time to cook. You still have to hold it when you close it. I'm gonna give this, just gonna make sure that it doesn't slide too far off. The cheese is starting to melt, so everything's sticking together at this point. And you can see there's a lot of moisture coming out of the mushroom. It smells amazing, the grilled mushroom. All right, so I'm gonna hold this. If it's too hot, you can just hold it with the edge of a knife while you close it. There we go. And now you can even see, since a lot of the moisture's coming out, the grill is able to even close even further. You could do a little gentle pressure if you wanted to and take a peek that's in there. But it should be fine just with the weight of the top. So I'm gonna give it 2 more minutes, or 3, maybe 2 to 3 more minutes. Peek on it at 2, see how it looks, and then I'll show you the finished results, which I'm super psyched about. I'm kind of hungry. I'll see you in a bit. All right guys, I'm back. It's actually been 3 minutes, so I'm gonna rush through this because all my cheese is oozing out and I want that really good cheese. All right, so you can see cheese is definitely oozing out. 2 minutes is ideal, but these, like I said, you might want to go for a medium, not such a bulky portobello cap, so that it doesn't take as long to cook and you don't lose all your cheese. But as you can see, I lost some of my cheese on my grill, which is just helping the smell. So here's the finished result. Unfortunately, I can't come up to the camera and show you. Like I said, I'm on a different camera, so it doesn't autofocus. So I do these solo. I don't have a camera. So I don't want it to be blurry, but you can see it. I'm gonna cut it in half. I probably should give it a minute to cool, but I don't because I'm impatient. But I really wanna show you what the middle looks like. Let's see. There we go. It's hot, hot, hot. It's very hot. There we go. Actually, I might have to come up there and autofocus myself so you can see this because it's awesome. It's a little slime, you know, not slimy, that's a bad word to use when you're digging with food, but it is slippery because there's a lot of moisture from the not only the mushroom but also the peppers. There we go, I got it. Oh, it smells really, really good. So I don't know if you can see in there, you can see the cheese and the red pepper. A couple slices of fresh basil would be awesome. Even spinach would be really good, just to add some green color. So let me see if I can handle autofocusing you so you can see something a little bit closer up. Ah, see how good it looks? Okay, now I am back in focus. So I'm gonna try a bite with you. Now I have to do video editing, it's a mess. You can see, you have to be over a plate because it will drip a lot of moisture. Oh my gosh, so good. The mushroom is really good. Like I said, there's something about that portobello earthy mushroom. I don't know if it's the pregnancy or what, but I'm just really, really into that flavor. And then you get the bite from the onion, and you get this kind of soft cheese oozing. Who needs bread, really? You really don't. But this is a super tasty light meal. I'm gonna have one more bite. Maybe I shouldn't have, but it's really good. Great, great light lunch. I think I calculated the nutritional information at something like 140 calories with the cheese. So it's something, you know, when you really want to, even a snack. I'm not against pulling out the George Foreman for some real quick grilled cheese style sandwiches, even for my little guy. So I'm gonna go and enjoy this. I hope that helps eat. I hope it helps see the technique that I use for the George Foreman. I know people have the smaller one, but I'm pretty sure it still would work. You might just have to, you know, push a little bit because the top isn't as heavy. But don't fear using the George Foreman for some off-label uses like this, because it's super helpful to have the bottom hot and top and the press, you know, making grilled cheeses and that kind of thing. I even do it on here sometimes. You know, so yeah, I do burgers and I do chicken, but I definitely do probably more sandwiches nowadays than anything. So so I hope that helps. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'm not sure how many videos I'll do now in these last 2 months of pregnancy, so we'll see, but I'll do my best, and I'll definitely do one post-baby. So we'll see, and we'll have a kind of a family cooking powwow. So thanks for watching. Hope that helps. I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.